ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I really didn't want to. It's too, threw me all off. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs. This is your boy, Big Zeke in the building. I'm here with Dre.
What's good, everybody? Glad to be in the building on a Friday night with my brothers. What's good?
I'm also here with my brother Kesey.
What's good, good people?
How y'all doing, my brothers?
Doing all right.
Good.
How
man.
about you doing, man?
Feeling blessed, man.
I'm good, man. Feeling blessed, man. You know, it's been a good week.
This is gonna be. We're recording on a Friday. This is posted on a Sunday. So shout out to all the moms, baby mamas, all the ladies out there. I was just saying, man.
Really?
This is for everybody.
Say
This
the
is
baby mamas.
baby mamas, everybody.
Happy Mother's Day, ladies. We appreciate you.
Happy Mother's Day to
shout
my
out to
mother,
mom.
my wife,
Um,
mother-in-law,
all that good stuff.
and all my aunts.
Yeah, all that good stuff. As you can see, we're right in the middle of a ritual. I do.
You
I do.
already did that though.
Not over here, because
Oh.
he never does.
Oh yeah, that's right.
If you're watching us on TV, you know.
Watching us on YouTube. This
Watching
is
us on YouTube. This is what we do. in here.
this
We
is
have
what he
fun.
does.
We have fun. So, while we're
Ladies
killing
and gentlemen,
time,
I don't even find it disrespectful at this point. It is what it is.
I'm a
Dre
germaphobe.
is a germaphobe.
Be
It's
honest.
not me. I'm pretty clean, but Dre still needs to wipe everything down.
Listen, I had COVID when it first came out.
Yet he was the first person to have COVID out of the three of us.
And I was the most, what? I didn't go nowhere. I wasn't around
but
nobody.
But you got COVID.
And I got COVID first. But while we were killing time, let me ask y'all a question, man. I saw something on social media.
Wasn't killing time, but continue.
I saw something on social media and I saw people commenting, and it did two things. First of all, to let me know that our age bracket is so different from so many people that watch basketball now, which is why I don't really get into the debates of the Jordan, Bron, Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
The question was, who was the player that made you first love the game of basketball? And I saw people say stuff like Chauncey Billups, John Morant. You know what I'm saying? I saw Kobe, of course. I saw Vince Carter. And I'm like, are these people really that young? Or did basketball just come to them late?
Who made you love basketball?
Honestly, it was Scottie Pippen. It was Scottie Pippen. Basketball came to me in the late 80s, early 90s. You think about those Jordan years. We were, what, 6, 7 years old?
Yeah,
Think about it. 90?
We was like 12.
No, 90?
90.
90, Zeke?
But
we were
Jordan
not 12.
Jordan didn't start winning till
91.
91.
So we were 8.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? We were young,
What is okay? That's a good. The number one. I like that question.
you know?
What was, because I answered this question first, but I'll ask y'all so y'all can have an opportunity to think about it. What is your earliest memory of basketball? Mine is Jordan versus the Portland Trailblazers. I don't know what finals it was.
91?
91, maybe.
No,
it was
the
92.
Lakers first, 92.
92.
92.
He had 6 straight threes and he did the shrug.
And
and I
got
rem-
technical.
I remember that because I was outside playing basketball with somebody's son, and I came in because I had scraped my knee, and I just came in to see his last one. So that was my earliest basketball memory.
So is that the player that made you fall in love with basketball? Is it Jordan?
It's Jordan.
Okay.
It's definitely Jordan.
So for me, it was my earliest memory of basketball, believe it or not, was we were in middle school. You know, I think Zeke and I have a year on Kesey. I think we were in 7th grade, Malcolm X Academy, and the Bucks had a day game. It was very rare, but in the 90s, they would do day games. We had a day game, and I remember watching Todd Day. He was like our superstar at the time, but he was a mediocre player at that. And the Bucks, even back then, sucked so bad. Blue Edwards, Frank Burkowski, and Eric Murdoch, all on this team. So that's my memory. But the player that made me fall in love with basketball was really Scottie Pippen, because when you're young, like 8, 9 years old, you don't realize back then who Michael Jordan was.
Mhm.
So I saw Scotty. I'm like, why does everybody like Mike? Scotty's the best player. You ask, CB and MB, they'll tell you, man, that I used to think Scotty was better than Michael. It wasn't until my teenage years.
That's a good eye, though.
Into that mid-90 frame, like 94, 95, 96, that second three-peat, when I realized this Michael Jordan dude is the real deal. But I rode the Scotty bandwagon for years before I embraced Michael as the GOAT. So for me, it was Scotty.
I'm gonna be honest. Scottie Pippen was mine too.
That's what's up.
I wore Scottie Pippen in elementary 4th and 5th grade basketball team. I wore 33 for Scottie Pippen. That was my favorite player of all time.
Yeah.
All the way. I was not a fan of Jordan until they won that championship at the Portland series.
The Portland series
when he went off. And that's
we was too young for the matches for the LA series.
But my earliest memory is probably being at the Bradley Center and watching, like you said, Todd Day, Eric Murdoch.
Really, Todd Day?
Todd Day. And then,
I didn't start paying attention to the Bucks until it was
and I used to
Vince Carter. Not Vince Carter. I'm sorry, Vince Baker. Vin Baker.
Vin Baker was one of my favorite players.
Vin Baker was one of my favorite players.
But I was watching Eric Murdoch and Todd Day. Those were the dudes, because they used to come up to Lincoln Park sometimes when we was kids, and I would see them play it. I'd be like, oh, dude, we actually seeing some NBA players up close play. But then we would go to the Bradley Center and sit in the rafters.
Yeah.
Because those are the only tickets we could afford back then, you know.
The free ones.
The free ones. Free 99.
Right. No.
But that was my earliest memory, being in the Bradley Center.
Is that what made you fall in love with basketball, though?
What made me fall in love with basketball is Glenn Robinson.
So later than MJ.
Later than the falling in love part of it, yeah. I was a fan of basketball, but when I fell in love with basketball, it was watching Big Dog.
Wow.
Big Dog.
That's interesting.
Was the dude who I was like, I love the basketball game.
That's crazy because you played on basketball teams and your brother was always into basketball.
But I was just a kid who just did it.
Sure.
I was decent at playing it, you know, so I did it. But
falling in love with it is different.
But watching Big Dog play is because he was like butter. I'm telling you, back then, if you didn't foul him, it was cash money in the mid-range. Mid-range, if you didn't foul him, it was cash money.
I didn't know what we still kind of young when Big Dog was around. So I didn't know, like, you can't really pinpoint, miss mid-range. He's has an art to the mid-range. But now you look back, like, mid-range, he's top 5.
Oh, yeah. Definitely
top 5 mid-range shooters of all time.
In fact, back when Big Dog used to play, they used to say he was the best mid-range shooter in the game.
Yeah.
He was.
They used to say it. And unfortunately, it didn't always transfer to wins because the Bucks sucked even when we had him.
Well, it didn't transfer over to like big wins. So we got in the playoffs.
But we would get smacked.
Yeah, we wouldn't like,
man. But then we got Ray Allen.
Yeah, Ray Allen.
Then we would go round 2 at the most. And then
we got Sam.
And then we was doing round 2, round 3 sometimes.
Yeah. So let me ask y'all this, and then we can, move on. But we're not on his social media page, okay? Outside of Giannis, who is the greatest Bucks ever, in your opinion? Outside of Giannis. And here's why I'm asking that question. I was in a barbershop today, and there's a lot of rumors in Milwaukee that thinks this Bucks franchise is rebuilding and going to implode.
You shut your mouth.
There are people that think.
Don't you put that bad juju in there.
It's not me, but there are people, and y'all know it. Y'all listen to the same podcast than I do. There are people that think Giannis may be done with the Bucks after this year.
There are whispers.
There's a lot of people that think that.
And I've been hearing a lot of commentators say if I was Giannis, I wouldn't sign an extension.
Oh, and he doesn't plan to, from what I hear.
I think he does.
I don't think he does.
I think having that third child, congratulations, by the way. I think that, like, you know what? I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here for another year. I'm going to be here for another 4 years at least. even if his wife is from, or if his girlfriend is from Los Angeles, another 4 years, he's definitely gonna give us another 4. Now, what happened after that 4? He's not gonna sit here and lose. And if we don't, like, my thing is, and I really wanted to get into Bucks talk later, but we're here now. I just don't want, if the Bucks decide to go the blow up route, he has every right to walk away.
We can get into it later. I just want to know your favorite player. We can still save it. I just want to know, outside of Giannis, who is the greatest Buck?
To me,
yes.
I wasn't around for the 2 greatest Bucks. So I was around for, I would say Glenn. And I would say Glenn has a slight edge to me over Vin Baker. I felt like Vin Baker game was limited, but I feel like Glenn can go 5 feet all the way to 3-point range. He wasn't like the butterish 3-point shooter, but I felt like at the time growing up, there was like, oh, big dog. Like you go into the Bradley Center to see big dog. And then eventually Ray Allen, then eventually Sam Cassell. But we drafted big dog from Purdue. And he was all through the city.
When they drafted big dog, I'm like, dog, we finna be money. I remember it like it was yesterday, dude.
I just knew like he was riding through the city all the time. Oh, you seen big? Yeah, I seen big dog at the club, man. He was on 22's Navigator, flipping. It was more like hometown hero. Even though I went from here.
Yeah, you could run into big dog anywhere.
Exactly. So to me, that was big dog was probably the best player.
So I'm gonna say this to you guys.
Because we weren't around for the other 2. To me,
Van Baker was Draymond Green before Draymond Green. Van Baker.
No.
Hold up. Van Baker was a big dude, bigger dude.
Okay.
Who could command the paint defensively, but he had a better jump shot.
20 and 10.
You think about Draymond.
He's 20 and 10.
Draymond was that early in his career too.
Stop it.
Draymond was one defensive player of the year multiple times.
Draymond Green was never 20 and 10.
He's one defensive.
He was never 20 and 10.
Listen,
he got drafted, one of the last people to get drafted.
Oh, he can name all 29 ahead of him.
I'm sure he can. There was a reason behind it, buddy.
4-time champion, 2-time defensive player of the year.
You not
all NBA defensive.
You're not gonna burn my biscuit.
I tried to
because you and Draymond Green.
I'm gonna just go here. My greatest Buck outside of Giannis is Ray Allen. Because Ray Allen is a player that got us closest to the finals and the playoffs.
He left.
He got traded.
He left.
He got traded.
He left.
He got traded.
He left.
He wanted the trade.
Zeke.
What'd you say?
He asked for the trade.
He wanted out.
Believe it if y'all want to. He did not want out because remember
he ain't been back since. He over in Miami kicking it.
He's been back. He was just
No, he came back when everybody else came back when we won the championship.
He was here at a game earlier this year too. They were honoring him about something he was doing.
And anyway, Michael Ray almost bounced him off my list too. He almost bounced him off my list.
He kind of he John Wall us, man. He got all that money and played 50 games. Kesey, who's your favorite Buck so we can get into our show? Who's your favorite Buck outside of Giannis? All-time favorite Buck?
Big dog, man, hands down. Big dog and the
Benny,
big dog yank. The big dog yank is what took me to my love for the game. I'm like, that was my favorite line back then. I don't know if y'all remember.
What?
The big dog. It was like,
what?
Because big dog used to be like money.
Oh,
yeah, y'all remember that?
I don't. I thought we had the dog pound. Did we have the dog pound?
Yeah, we had the dog pound, but that didn't come till like some years later though.
So the dog pound was kind of like Sector 7 or Sector 8 from like Andrew Bogut.
Okay.
That Bucks that
paid fan. The paid fan.
Pay free tickets and you just scream the whole time. So that's all that was.
That's a good investment.
I'm just looking at who they traded Ray Allen for. I forgot who they traded.
Desmond Mason, and I can tell you Desmond Mason and Gary Payton.
Nope.
Oh.
Yes, it was.
It was Ronald Flip Murray. You remember Flip Murray?
Oh, you mean from the draft?
Huh? No, we drafted him.
You said traded Ray Allen or Glenn
Robinson?
Robinson?
No. Okay.
We traded Ray Allen to the Supersonics for Flip Murray.
That was draft.
That was a draft. That was draft.
That was
we trade that whoever's
Ray Allen played up. Ray Allen played for us.
We traded Ray Allen. That is wrong.
Whoever
that
draft.
commentator needs to be fired. We drafted Stephon Marbury and traded him and traded for Ray Allen.
Okay,
And then when Ray Allen got traded to the Supersonics, he got traded for Gary Payton. Was it Gary Payton?
It wasn't Gary Payton.
And Desmond Mason. Yes, it was.
It is. They was a part of the deal too.
It was Gary Payton. Because remember, we were like, why are we trading Gary Payton for half a season and we already had a point guard? Because George Karl was the coach and Gary Payton was his boy. And remember, he ran with Sam Cassell and Gary Payton at the same starting lineup. He did both point guards. And we also got Desmond Mason, who we found out wasn't good for anything but high-flying dunks.
Really?
You remember that?
Yes, we traded Flip Murray and Kevin Ollie with a draft pick for Gary Payton and Desmond Mason.
Who was the draft pick?
Luke Ridnour.
Oh God.
You remember him?
Yeah, I remember him.
The curse of the Bucks continues.
You remember Luke Ridnour?
Absolutely.
He wasn't terrible though.
He was solid. He was solid. We had a lot of solid players.
A lot of role players.
A lot of role players
that got paid from us.
Exactly.
Take a stand, brother, and we'll come back to later.
There was we were gonna do injury update, but the Phoenix Suns got bounced out. So
can you do this for me? This is on behalf of Andre Douglas. Can you please hit the clap button?
We definitely be.
Can you please hit the clap button?
So let's real quick.
Oh, you wanted them out that bad?
I picked them to win, but I'm happy that KD is losing.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with him?
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? It's over. It's over. He's not with the Golden State Warriors anymore. This it for the rest of his career. It's gonna be Dre in the background.
That's how you know. That's how you know he's a real Golden State fan.
Listen, no,
exactly.
He hates KD because of that. What he did.
First of all, I know you over there shaking in your boots right now.
First of all, I'm surprised Keith ain't got his feet on the table.
Okay.
So let's just
no, you shaking in your boots because Golden State, it ain't over.
Stop it.
Game 6 is tonight.
Stop it.
I'm gonna tell you like this: if Golden State takes the Lakers to a Game 7, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm.
The Lakers.
LeBron know it.
In the
LeBron
words,
know it.
in the
LeBron
words
knows
of
it.
Markeith Davis. Yes, I use your government name. The Los Angeles Lakers tonight better come out.
That's it. This is
put
it.
their foot on their neck.
This is
because
it.
if Golden State
they go to
wins
Golden State,
tonight,
it's over.
and it goes 7, this series is over. But let me get back to why I'm hating on
Golden State is barbecue chicken tonight. Just so you know,
I can't win because we already got a bet. I know. I feel like we should do some money tonight, but in honor of Mother's Day.
I'd rather y'all get embarrassed. I'm so.
Put your money where your mouth is. Ain't nothing but a thing over here.
Well, I got the wad on me, but I got like 40.
Well, let's do the 40. Put the 40 ball up. They lose tonight.
You for real?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk after. I don't gamble, folks. That's a sin. So Kevin Durant, look at his face. Don't look at his face. Kevin Durant. The reason I'm cheering for it is because he's had since he left OKC on that foul stuff joining Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
He's had winning situations.
Let it go.
And he has not won. And I'm also going to say this. Shout out to the Denver Nuggets because I had no idea they were that good.
Well, first of all,
I knew they had the MVP.
Again, I didn't get there yet, but we were going to get there eventually.
Just shout out to the Nuggets.
But first of all, shout out to the Nuggets. And listen, hey, guess what, Nuggets? Here's my apology. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry. I was rolling with Dre.
I'm going to tell you like this.
Don't blame me.
I was rolling with Dre. We both were sitting here like, hey, nobody's scared of the Nuggets.
But they showed us, though.
Nobody's scared of the Nuggets.
They showed it.
And I'm apologizing. You made it to the conference final. Not first round, not second round, conference final.
And not only have they been to the conference final, they dominated their way. They've destroyed Phoenix.
We was gonna get here, but let's get here real quick. Let me just set this up.
The only team that's gonna give them a chance, a competition, I should say, is the Lakers, because they got a big man that can match Jokic.
Who?
AD. So you telling me AD ain't been dominant this series?
You mean
every other game?
Mm-hmm.
Not only did we look at each other at the same time, we don't usually agree on a lot of sports analogy. No, AD won't be a punk
Real
But
quick.
AD's not gonna bully the
Hey,
Joker.
real quick.
He doesn't have to bully him.
Real
But
quick.
AD can score.
Real quick.
He hasn't played a center that can score yet.
Who?
That's true.
That's true. I'll give you that.
So he
That's
hasn't had to play
I'll
no
give you
real
that.
defense yet.
He hasn't. This is the thing about
He was baby in Ayton.
Aiden is not who everybody think Aiden is.
And here's the other thing too about Joker that I want to remind you of. AD is mostly good in the paint. Joker can shoot the three, he can shoot the mid range, and he can work the paint.
Actually, AD can do all that too.
Not as good as Joker.
Actually, AD can do all of that too.
Not as good as Joker.
Not as good as
We'll see.
Here's my thing.
You're right.
We'll
Next
see.
season when Golden State, because we know Golden State's going to play Denver.
We'll see them in the conference finals next week.
All right. No, that would be Sunday.
But we here now.
No, right? Sunday's game
here.
7.
Monday.
So we here now.
Tuesday.
The Denver Nuggets finished the series out versus the Phoenix Suns last night, 4-2. They beat them 105-100. Are the Nuggets legit championship contenders now?
Absolutely.
Mm.
Absolutely.
No, would you? I'm saying like I guess the same. The
If they
same
don't
question.
win, you got to bust that
Philly
up.
or Boston?
I don't think so.
They don't win, you got to bust that up.
I disagree.
Who?
Denver.
No, I
No,
disagree.
I don't think so.
They don't win?
They went to the conference finals. No, they went to the conference finals. And I told you, the way the Lakers are playing right now, LeBron is playing with a fire on his face I haven't seen in years. So if the Lakers pull out Golden State, which they absolutely, no, this is the objective, fan. If the Lakers beat Golden State, which they absolutely can do, the Lakers are not the Phoenix Suns.
No.
And they're definitely not
Minnesota
Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Okay, they're definitely not.
I mean, going to Kesey's point, AD will challenge
Absolutely.
Joker as far as like because
of course
he's a defensive anchor and he's long, so he's gonna give the Joker some problems. Now the Nuggets, problem is I don't say the problem, but the thing about it is a lot of teams that beat the Lakers, they haven't faced this new Laker team. And I don't look at LeBron James, quote unquote, being like laser focused. I do see him being laser focused, but I also see him being crafty in the way he moves. Like him not scoring in the first quarter.
He playing chess right now.
Exactly. Like him not scoring in the first quarter. Him not kind of like getting it going in the second quarter. That fourth quarter, he like, I need gas. So let me just kind of slow it down. And you can see him like, AD, carry me to the fourth. I will take us home from there. Yeah. And if you on fire and like LeBron calling these games, third quarter, we down by 15. All right, let's go. Let's wrap it up. We done. But that's what I'm saying. Like, and I do believe this is true too. Game 7, Golden State, like game 7, we got y'all. So you better knock us out now. And I think LeBron believes that too. He like, we got to knock them out right now.
Yeah.
This is our opportunity. Like, if you're going to go for the king, you better aim high. You better aim right.
They better come play tonight.
You better come play tonight.
Because Steph Curry and the Warriors, no matter what the situation, they have been LeBron James' kryptonite.
And they own it.
They have been their kryptonite. Now, the one thing that I will say, back to your question about Denver, you have to take them legit. Coach is safe. You coached a team to the conference finals. A team that nobody had getting out of the second round. Nobody picked them to win. Kevin Durant shed light in his interview after game 4.
Was that the one he had? Joker had 50?
Yeah. He said, are you shocked at the way Denver's playing? He said, no. He said, they have the 2-time, possibly 3-time MVP. He said, they're first in the NBA. He said, why would anyone not take them serious? Because here's the thing about KD, which is why you have to take it with a grain of salt. KD is too arrogant to say anything like that. You know, KD. What? KD,
I don't think
KD attitude
on Twitter.
You know what that was?
On Twitter,
you know what that is? KD knew they didn't have enough to beat them.
Yeah.
So he had to humble himself because he's feeling like how LeBron felt when you got all them damn scrubs. Because Phoenix has some scrubs.
Because they traded them all to get KD. They traded their bench.
They traded all of their hustle players and get
was
those
it
extra possession players. No.
Dre was it
worth
it?
I mean, technically, yeah, because Brooklyn got swept.
No, I feel like it was worth it. I didn't expect Phoenix to win it this year. Well, I thought the Bucks would, but I didn't expect Phoenix to win this year. They got KD for 4 more years. You can build a bench in 4 years. And the kryptonite for Phoenix is Aiden. Let's just put it out there.
No.
He's their kryptonite.
No.
Yes, he
You know
is.
who their kryptonite is?
Who?
CP.
No. I know you
Because he's hurt.
Oh,
again.
he's on the market.
Because he's hurt again.
The rumor,
Every single year.
old.
Every year except for the Bucks year, he been hurt.
He's old.
And they lose the Bucks year.
He's
He
old.
need to pack it up.
I don't think he need to pack it up, but he's old.
Well,
What's
he should-
Aiden's excuse?
he
What's
should be-
Aiden's excuse?
He got hurt too.
But what's his excuse?
Well, here's the thing.
Giannis was punking him last year.
He's out.
Oh well, not year, but last year. But the year before that, Giannis was punking him. Now Joker like, I'm not worried about you, man.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. They get rid of Chris Paul and they get them some nice role players to get that salary off their books and get them some nice role players to go.
From a financial standpoint, I understand.
Chris Paul's out of there, man.
Aiden and
he's out
Chris
of there.
Paul both are gone.
He's out of there.
I think they'll get rid of Chris Paul before they get rid of
Here-
Aiden.
here's an
That's
idea.
sad.
They're
Here's an
both
idea
gone.
for you.
What?
They're both out of here.
They'll be
They're
in,
both out of
they'll
here.
be in a package deal so they can get rid of him.
Here's an idea for you. Here's a concept. Chris Paul is a very unselfish point guard.
Mhm.
He does not need the ball. Trade Chris Paul to the Dallas Mavericks for Kyrie Irving
No.
and a sign and trade.
Nope.
Send Kyrie over
Uh-uh.
to Phoenix. You got Chris Paul, Luka, and a couple other key players. Maybe pick up Chris Middleton, they're on Dallas's radar. And Dallas has a little squad because Chris Paul doesn't need the ball. In fact, Chris Paul should be coming off somebody's bench. Not gonna lie to you. Chris Paul don't have it
What's
anymore.
wrong with y'all?
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with us?
What's wrong with y'all?
What is wrong with people putting faith
What
in
you
the
mean,
Chris
what's wrong
Paul to
with us?
deliver
What is-
championships?
What is
What you
wrong
mean
with
with
y'all?
y'all? I
What's
didn't
wrong
say
with
that.
y'all?
I didn't agree with that.
Oh, okay.
You said Chris
What's
Paul
wrong?
needs to go. You agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that, but not.
You
to
said
no,
he's old.
not for
I
no
say,
Kyrie.
but I'm not saying put him on the bench.
Why not be the sixth man? You
If
got a
he, here's the thing. You know who needs to be on the bench? Russell Westbrook.
and he is.
Exactly, because he's shooting horrible. Chris Paul can still go 9 for 9,
Side note,
2 for 2.
since you brought up Russie,
Huh.
him and Pat Bev were complaining. They were like, if the Lakers win, we should get a championship ring.
They will get a ring.
And the NBA co-signed.
You have a problem with that?
I absolutely have a problem.
Time out.
They lost
Time-
their first 10 games with
Time
them.
out real quick. This is real quick.
I
Do you
absolutely
know?
have a problem.
Do you
with that.
know?
JaVale McGee got one. I know.
No.
It was a couple other players that got one.
But he
DeMarcus
played.
Cousins got one. He
Yes.
got 2.
He got
Yeah.
two
He got 2.
because he was on the team.
Because
That's how Glenn Robinson
'cause he
got
got-
one. He wasn't active on the Spurs when they played in the finals,
That's true,
but
he got one from
a
the
ring.
Bucks, and he got one from the Lakers.
he didn't get one from the Bucks. I
Who
thought it was
did?
Golden State and Lakers.
It was Golden State in LA. He didn't
Was
get
it
one with
Golden
Milwaukee.
State?
Golden State and Lakers.
He didn't get one with Milwaukee because Milwaukee cut him
Right before.
because he only played 10 games, 10-game contracts. For us.
Okay.
That was the
I
same
just
year,
thought-
though?
That just so now
We should have brought him back. I ain't gonna-
now you get a ring. That's like that's more asterisks than the bubble.
Do
to
you
me.
do you really want a ring like that?
What?
If you Westbrook and you,
Yeah, he got to
Bev,
take how he can
do
get
you
it.
want your rings like that?
He got to take how he can
You
get
take
it.
how you get it.
You
Yeah,
take
take
it.
it how
he
I'll
can
take
get
it, but at the same time, do you really want it like
Oh
that?
no, you take it, you put it in a box, you put it in your closet. You don't
And-
never open it.
And the other thing,
You don't
too,
even look at it.
the other thing too, fellas,
Don't never look at it.
Don't
And-
never look at it.
and I know we're all over the place.
Never look at it.
The other thing-
It's just sitting. What's that box there, Daddy? Don't worry about that.
Carmelo Anthony didn't play one game in the NBA this year. Not one game.
Are you surprised?
I am. I think that's
Why?
bogus because he is still 15 or 16 off the bench.
He don't play D. And he old now. Before it was like he don't play D, but he'll give me 30. Now he don't play D, he'll give me 15.
That's disappointing.
He
to
don't
me.
play no D though. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
he
He don't play
play.
D.
I mean, he play a little D. He not horrible, man.
That's
Come on.
disappointing to me.
I've seen worse.
You've seen worse, and there's worse in Philly. But what I'm saying is, the guy in Philly can give me 40.
Oh, they blew it last night.
He can give me 40.
Oh, they blew
Who?
it. Philly.
Let's talk about this series real quick. Is that over for ball? Who favors that series?
We're going into game 7.
Yeah.
Philly should have closed it when they had the chance.
So, all right, who are you favoring in Game 7?
Dang.
Boston.
I'm Boston too.
Knicks finna be done, man.
I'm favoring Boston.
I told the Knicks is gonna lose.
Here's the thing that I need for folks to remember with the Boston Celtics.
I'm cool with the Knicks losing as long as they lost in Miami. Don't lose.
I
in
am
Miami.
not. Miami going to the freaking conference finals I am not okay with that.
If
They're
they
the
did,
freaking 10th seed.
They just like the Lakers.
I just don't want.
Right.
They
I
were
don't-
injury prone the whole year.
Crazy.
They were injury prone the whole year.
I do not want a repeat of the bubble. I
This is the thing.
don't want it.
Miami might mess around and beat Boston. And don't say it can't happen because they destroyed the Bucks. Destroyed them.
Only reason here's the thing. This is why I'm not
But
going
Boston
there.
also destroyed us.
Tatum is due for a good series. He didn't have one good versus Atlanta. He didn't have.
Here's
This
the
is
thing.
not a good series versus him. He's due for a good 30, 30, 30, 30, 25, 30, 49. So he's good for a good series, and Miami's going to give it to him.
The Boston Celtics have some tough choices to make
Boston has no identity. That's their
because listen to me.
I think they got two.
The Boston Celtics have two players coming up on extension, and they have some tough choices to make because listen to this. Both players are eligible for super max contracts, which means if Boston signed both, those two alone, $618 million. That's over half of you're near $1 billion for two players. Not gonna happen.
Is it worth it?
Woo!
In the way the fines finna be,
No,
you do not want
one
that
of them
luxury.
gotta go. You have to invest in Jalen,
No.
or you have to invest in Tatum.
No, this is what you do. You be like, all right, y'all get paid. Who want to take the loss? Who wants to take the loss?
Neither.
Somebody's got to take a loss. If you make me make the decision, you're not gonna like it. Who's gonna take the loss? Now, Horford, you're old. I'm gonna point that out to you. That's number one. Number two, Grant Williams, you do diddly squat. You get paid what you get paid. Congratulations. Robert Williams, you are a very injury prone. You start to be injury prone. Don't make me fire you. Who's gonna take the loss? And it better be Horford. I'm gonna tell you that now.
Marcus Smart gonna want some money too.
Marcus Smart, you better be happy where you at. Now,
Yeah.
you talk about a team that's gonna get quote unquote blew up. I don't look at the financial stuff. Dre always do. He's a GM to his heart. He's a GM to the heart. So he looking at this like, hey, I can't pay everybody. And to be honest with you, I'd be scared if Andre was our GM in the Milwaukee Bucks, we wouldn't have Giannis today.
We have them, but we also have better players around them. Okay,
No, we
because
wouldn't
we wouldn't have old players.
If
on
it
our
was
team.
Dre, GM in the Bucks, it'd be Giannis and a bunch of scrubs. Because he'd be like, I'm not paying you, Chris Middleton. I'm gonna talk about your contract. You was hurt all year. What you talking about, coach?
There would be penalties. That's one. There'll be penalties. There'll be fines. They be like, this dude Dre is going crazy. Like they like
how
he
you gonna how you gonna take away 20 mil from me because I was injured?
They gonna be like he represents the right, like the far right. But no,
but
again,
bringing it back, I just feel like Boston they're good enough to beat Philly,
You know who Andre
but
was
their future is really they have to win. They
So
have
do
to
you-
go to the finals.
do you have Boston beating Philly?
Oh, of course.
Do you have Boston beating Philly?
Yeah.
You do.
How ugly is the cry gonna be from Joel Embiid?
He's leaving too.
Nah,
If he gets
Hard's
if
out of here though.
he's gone. They're gonna fire Doc.
They gotta fire Doc.
They gotta fire Doc because Doc doesn't win the big ones.
Milwaukee,
He got lucky
do
with
not get caught up in the hype.
Milwaukee just interviewed Scott Brooks today. They something everywhere. They doing something everything.
I heard who they really going after. They just
Mark
wait-
Jackson,
But you nope.
Nope.
Don't you say it. It's
Sam
gonna piss-
Cassell,
Nope. It's gonna piss me off.
Kenny Atkinson.
Nope.
Wait.
Knock on wood.
Well, me and him been doing that all day. So, Nick Nurse.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Is it a current coach or a coach,
Mm-hmm.
What's your current coach?
an assistant or a head coach?
Head coach.
His assistant.
Who? Just
Who
tell
you
us.
saying? I'm saying
Who?
Charles Little.
I heard about that,
I want
but
it.
no.
That
I don't
screams
either.
rebuild.
You know who they going
That
after?
screams same old, same old.
Yeah.
You know who I heard they really going after?
I can
They
see
just waiting on the time to go by.
what you say. Who?
Don't you?
Tyronn Lue.
I heard that in the barber shop today.
Really?
I heard they waiting on Lou.
I heard
want
that.
they
I heard the
want
Clippers-
permission to
Clippers
speak to
front
Lou.
office and Lou bumping heads.
Yep.
Well, because yeah.
Are you cool with that?
With what?
With Lou?
I'll take Lou.
I don't want Mark Jackson.
Why?
He's out the ring. After that stupid stuff he did with Joker, he's out of the ring.
What did he do?
He so Mark Jackson revealed he didn't vote for Joker for MVP. He had a vote this year. He didn't vote for him.
Who you vote for?
He voted for Giannis. First of all, he voted for everybody black. So I'm like, so first of all, second of all, it was Giannis, Joel Embiid, SGA, Mitchell. It was somebody else too.
Mark got to lift the curse. He got to make things right.
So when people just came out, people was like, "You idiot! Why would you just say that?" Charles Barkley was like, "You're an idiot." That was an idiotic pick.
That's an idiotic pick.
That was our idiotic pick. So I was like, "All right, I get that."
Because
he said not for him. He said the idiotic part was for Joker not to have one single vote from you. You didn't think about him at all.
Joker probably wouldn't have got my vote either.
He would have got my vote.
No.
Joker should have won it.
No, he shouldn't have.
Yeah, he should have.
No, he shouldn't have.
Yeah, he should have.
No, he shouldn't have.
But we ain't gonna get back to it because we already talked about that.
I know.
But back to your question, man. Boston got to get it done too.
No, I asked two-part question. Number one, is the money worth it for Boston?
No.
God,
the money's not worth it.
They haven't won anything. You reward
this
money.
1-2 punch is young.
They don't win it.
You can switch out. If one get hurt, the other one can carry the load.
If they don't win, one gotta go.
What's win? Are you talking about a title, or are you talking about going to the NBA Finals?
If you want the money, bring.
So you saying championship or bust? Championship or bust?
If you want the money, bring me the jewelry. Bring me the ring.
Well, first of all,
bring me the trophy.
First of all, that was a nice Stephen A. That's a nice quote. If you want to bring me the jewelry.
If you want the money, bring me the jewelry.
I like that.
Bring me the jewelry.
That's first of all. Second of all,
hold up. Boston's have our Bucks are done, but let's not act like Let's not act like Boston hasn't had the same amount of chances the last 5 years. Not a title. Boston hasn't won a title.
No, I'm saying they had one opportunity. They went to the finals one time. They were young.
This is like their 5th year with that group.
They had the bubble.
Yeah.
They got bounced in the bubble.
They bounced in the bubble.
They had the year that they couldn't beat the Bucks.
Yeah. Then they got better.
And they got destroyed by Golden State.
Okay.
And they got this year.
Yeah.
To get destroyed by the Lakers or Golden State or Denver. There is nobody in the East that can beat any of the remaining Western Conference teams.
I believe Boston can. If Boston and LA have played each other, that's Boston in 6.
Ooh.
No.
That's hard to say.
I
don't disagree, but I don't agree.
Here's
hard
my
to say.
This is why they're gonna make AD come out. Horford, he gonna make AD come out. Hey, you better come out here and hold me, or I'm gonna knock it down.
Horford knees ain't gonna be able to hold up with AD driving on them all game. I'm telling you that right now.
They got bodies to spare.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. That's what Robert Williams is for.
Robert Williams is like he waiting to get dunked on by AD. I'm telling you right now.
And Jason Tatum, if they get to the finals and they play LA, Jason Tatum's gonna be so hyped. He averaging 30.
He better
against your boy.
He better.
He waiting for it too.
He ain't putting that up on Steph.
Steph is another element.
He ain't putting it up on Steph. And he ain't putting it up on he might can put it up on Clay. But he ain't putting it up on Steph. But since we're talking about it, just to show you all that I'm not a fan, the Golden State Warriors have a Jordan Poole problem.
Let's talk about this.
They have a Jordan.
Do they have a Jordan Poole problem?
You paid that man, and he went to.
Hey, I meant to play this clip.
You want to find it? We can put it up to the
mic.
No. Did you see the one I sent you?
Was it one about Stephen A?
No, with Jordan Poole.
I don't.
So his stats in these playoffs are atrocious.
Argue with the coach.
Okay, I did see that. I see you did send me that.
I see why he
got hit.
His childishness.
That's what the clip is.
He's immature.
His immaturity is gonna bite him in the butt.
Stephen A.
And here's the thing: Steve Kerr and Golden State don't play that. When you get in the way of listen to me. When you get in the way of their championship aspirations, and he has not been a contributor to this run. That's why Golden State's losing, because he's not showing up to work.
Well, I think here's the thing about Jordan Poole.
Have been atrocious.
Here's the thing about Jordan Poole. Number one, I don't believe they have a Jordan Poole problem. I think because they're so used to Curry letting it fly, because they're so used to Clay, all right, you shooting, whatever, keep shooting. Because they're so used to that, Jordan Poole has adopted that. And then so he's not shooting good shots. That's number one. I've also heard like he's just not a good basketball player. But here's my thing, real quick.
A lot of them not shooting good shots, so you know.
That's true. But here's my thing. Stephen A. said, I don't condone violence, but I see why he got punched in the face.
Oh, did he?
He said that. He said, I see why Jordan Poole got punched in the face. And that's the clip you sent to me. He referred to that clip. You talking to crazy coach. And you getting mad and you pouting on the sideline, and like it doesn't look good.
He mocking the coach. You can't.
He mocking the coach. You talking crazy to the players, like give me the ball type stuff. And it's like, my guy, he got paid
and start sucking it up. He got paid and start sucking it.
But that's a common story every day. You know how that go. You get paid, and after that, it's a wrap. You start, well, first of all, Wiggins is excellent pickup.
Excellent.
Not a lot of attention. He can kind of get his open shot.
He's actually questionable for tonight.
He's questionable for tonight.
Questionable for tonight because he's injured. He's hurt. He's hurt.
That might be why they lose because they can lock up Curry.
He's been hurt. What happened to him?
I don't remember what it was, but he actually was questionable for Game 5 too.
Was he?
Yeah,
it wasn't.
AD was supposed to be questionable, but they said some interview he said
real quick.
They don't care if they have to roll him on the court.
Did you see
what happened?
Which one?
With AD.
With the head injury?
Yeah.
I saw the clip. If the Lakers come back for tampering, that is not concussion protocol because that man got a concussion. I don't care
got no
what
concussion.
y'all say.
Why you think Shaq was laughing like that?
Because it was a flop?
It was a flop.
He got hit in the temple. That's what you didn't realize.
I know where he got hit. He got hit right here. He got hit right here.
That's a headache.
And then he got hit with an elbow.
But
if you see it in slow motion, it looked like Lou just went kind of like came down on him.
Like just winded him, like just
aired
him.
Came, just kind of.
But when you get hit in the temple, that's a different type of head injury. If you know,
it was just funny with the wheelchair
to get hit like that. Because I've been hit in the temple, it can knock you out.
Yeah, your vision gets a little blurry.
Slide note: do you remember when we were younger? And I'm gonna read myself here. We were doing something I don't remember, and I actually kicked Kesey in the head. Do you remember that?
And I had a headache for a month.
Have
you seen this brother feet?
First of all, I still think he was exaggerating.
I'm still hurt. Look, I can't.
I kicked him in the head, and we pretty sure he had a concussion. He was out for like a good day or two.
He wasn't out.
He was.
Don't fall for that.
I was there. We were all at the Robertson house.
Listen, when
it wasn't a month, but it was a couple days.
I was out of for a couple of days when I got kicked.
I remember because you was like, my head still hurt. Relax.
You know he always thinks somebody playing around.
Relax.
Until he get hurt. I'm hurt for real, Kesey.
And when I'm hurt for real, you're not trying to hear it. I ain't trying to hear that.
You be on the golf course and you be like, man, I'm hurt. Like, man, get your lazy butt up, man. Ain't nothing wrong with you, man.
But it was funny. When Shaq and Charles Barkley was laughing at AD, I know exactly why they was laughing. It was funny.
Yeah.
It was funny. It didn't look right. And especially because he went off in a wheelchair, like this is it. And then if he was hurt today, we'd be calling him, I don't know, fragile, and all that kind of stuff like that. You gotta chuck it up. It's playoffs. This is where championships are made, buddy. And we still talking about that asterisk next to your name with the bubble.
Because I'm gonna tell you like this about them Lakers. While we riding AD don't play. Lakers get eliminated and play.
Oh yeah,
he's the reason that the Lakers are winning.
Yeah,
right. With all due respect to the GOAT, number 2,
who
the Lakers are winning because of AD.
Would this be if let's say LeBron? I don't want to say winning. Let's say he gets to the NBA Finals.
Mm-hmm.
Where does this put him?
He's still number 2.
He's still number 2.
He's always going to be number 2,
regardless.
Kesey? I think he could become the GOAT if he wins 7.
Jordan went 6-0 though.
Exactly. So in order to get the official,
so that means you saying never then? I'm saying he went. Let's say he gets 7. He'll be 7 and what? 11.
Mm-hmm. That's not bad.
7-11 is not bad, but it's not above 500.
That it doesn't need to be.
Yes, it does.
I'm gonna tell you why it doesn't need to be.
Why?
Because we can't overlook that the man went to the finals 9 straight years.
I have to.
You can't.
I have to.
You can't.
I have to.
Because you have to remember the teams that beat him assembled themselves as super teams to beat LeBron. The
And they
only exception
and they
is
still
the
lost.
Dallas Mavericks.
And they still lost.
If LeBron ties Jordan, a greater argument for him being the GOAT, but he'll forever be number 2.
Here's my thing.
He's the GOAT of his era, but of all time, he will always be number 2.
Okay, then, go to his era.
To me.
Let's talk about this then,
Sure.
real quick, because we can have Steph Curry and LeBron James possibly going. They're playing tonight,
Yep.
but possibly going to a game 7.
Yep.
Whose legacy is in jeopardy, if anybody?
I don't think either.
I don't think either.
Really?
Because here's the thing: you have to remember the Los Angeles Lakers are 2 games away, 2 wins away from the conference finals, and they were a play-in team.
One game away.
I'm not gonna give you a
One game away. Thank
Okay,
you.
yeah, go
They're
on.
1 game away.
I'm not gonna give you a participation award for that.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying you're saying whose legacy hurts. Legacies only get hurt when you don't win in the big games. For me, I'd rather see LeBron lose in the playoffs than the finals.
Why?
Because I don't want you to say he lost 9 times in the finals, because that's what people are going to do. If LeBron James goes to the finals this year and does not win, they are going to ride him like.
But here's the thing, though. People like Kesey, who are fans, they'll have an argument, and I'll be like, "All right, cool. You're not gonna get that GOAT status, but you'll have an argument because being
If
30,
they win or lose, you mean?
regardless.
Okay.
Because I'll say this: if they beat Golden State, to me, that's a step up.
Mm-hmm.
That's key. That's not key. That's LeBron solidifying. I want to say better than Steph. I don't want to say better, but I am the GOAT of this generation. To me,
There's no arguing that, though. No one argues that.
yes, they do.
I don't think they do.
Because I think that
Who are they arguing it with?
because when you talk about last week we talked about Steph when he had that 50 and him being the greatest point guard ever. Once you get past that, now you got to talk about the greatest player of his generation.
No.
Jordan was above, their generation, so they're living up to his hype. Kobe was close, but not as close.
No, he wasn't.
And then the next closest is it depends on who you asking, but the next closest is LeBron. So my thing is, if LeBron, this run right here is probably, it depends on where it ends at. And if it ends in the Western Conference Finals, it's still to me a great run. Besides him being on the 10th seed, it'll be a great run.
Yeah.
But if he makes it to the NBA Finals, now we got to have the conversation.
Oh, I mean, it will be a storybook ending. It will be a storybook ending.
By the way, real
Winning it
quick,
at 39.
if he does that, NBA is scripted. But continue. NBA is scripted. I don't care what you're talking
Winning
about.
the scoring
KC.
title. But
NBA is scripted.
here's the thing that we do have to consider, though. Steph Curry came in the league, 8 years after LeBron?
No, like 5.
Are you sure? Let's fact check that. Kesey, when was LeBron drafted? Was it 2002?
2002.
And when is Steph? Let's fact check
6.
that. No, not LeBron.
No, I'm saying when was Steph?
Steph was we're gonna find out.
Steph,
When was Steph drafted?
9.
Brown was 2003.
3.
9, 6 years.
And
Steph Curry was 2009. 6
in
years.
a 6-year difference, they have the same amount of titles.
Mhm.
And Steph has done it in less appearances.
Exactly.
So what I'm saying is,
But he always had a better team.
So what?
No, that makes a difference.
So what I'm saying, and you're proving my point. So what I'm saying is, rings matter, but they don't matter.
Let's not get our side.
Hear me out.
Let's
They
not
matter,
give a
but they
sizer.
don't.
Break it down
LeBron
for
James
me.
is already highly regarded as the second greatest GOAT.
All right.
Steph Curry is probably in the top 5 or 6, depending on the
Top 5.
circle that you ask.
Okay, I'll give you that.
If Steph Curry gets number 5 this year, which he may do,
Because LeBron has 4, right?
you have to entertain the fact
So
that Steph may have surpassed, not to me, but you have to entertain it that people might put Steph over LeBron.
never.
He's already surpassed Kobe, in my opinion.
Never.
He's already surpassed many other players.
No.
But to me, LeBron doesn't need any. See how I'm ignoring him?
Mhm.
You know
No.
what I'm saying? It's like
I'm
talking to
proud of you.
Look-
No.
I'm not even going.
No.
Keep going.
LeBron James doesn't need to prove anything else to anybody.
No, I'm
else.
not going that route.
I am.
I'm stopping there.
I am.
I'm
I
stopping
think
there.
LeBron is fine. Second greatest player. However, if Steph gets that ring and he beats LeBron to get there, ooh, that's going to be a tough offseason for him, Doc. and you will not be able to shut me up when Steph defeats the Lakers.
Let me tell you something.
We're glad we ain't got to worry about that because we'll see.
Let me tell you something. If
Get ready, get your Laker gear ready.
If the Lakers lose,
I'm ordered my hat tonight if they win.
if the Lakers lose, and you want to walk up in his studio and see his feet on this table, are you crazy? I'm gonna be mad at you. I'm not even mad at LeBron. I'm gonna be mad at you.
I would never put my feet on anything that's not mine. I'm not like he's.
I'm not. I don't know. I don't know, Dre. I don't know.
Have I ever put my feet on anything of yours?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
What?
My couch.
Well, that's because I slept there, man. That's different, man. We're bringing up old stuff, man.
I thought you was gonna say that printer.
That's the night I lost my car, right?
I thought you was gonna say that printer.
No, he put his paws on that. He
No,
slapped
gave me
it
a
like he
broken
slapped it.
printer.
He put his paws on it. He slapped it like he slapped the table.
Bro, just admit the printer was broke.
It was not broke.
Hey.
Here you go with that again.
Well, stop bringing up old stuff.
He brought it up, not me.
Like that polo shirt.
So what we got? We got the Lakers. I think we're here. I forgot about it. Two of them things, bro.
You know
Two
what
of them things, man.
I'm gonna leave it.
Two of them
You see him?
that were really nice.
You
I
see
was
him?
over. So I think we're here, and there's still some things I mean, because we want to talk about the awards
We're
for
gonna
sure
get to that in a minute.
and the
Go
Bucks.
ahead.
But since we're here, what is the Western Conference Finals preview for you? Call it right now. It's obviously Denver versus who?
The Lakers.
Denver versus who?
I'm going Lakers. I refuse.
I told you the Lakers are going to the
I refuse
finals.
to believe LeBron. You said Boston, LA, which
You
is
said
very
Boston,
interesting.
LA.
You said Boston, LA.
It's Boston and LA. Watch it. Hasn't even
It
started
started
yet.
yet.
Okay. So for me, I'm gonna stick with my pick, although I've been wrong all year. I got Denver. I got Denver and Golden State. But like I told Keith, we're betting, but I will be happy to see the Lakers in the conference finals. Eastern Conference Finals. Miami Heat versus who?
Boston.
Zeke.
Philly had a
Boston.
chance to
Philly,
Philly
yeah.
had their chance.
Philly had a chance.
I'm gonna go with Boston and Miami, of
Philly.
course.
I'm so irritated by Philly, and that's why I don't want Bucks.
Terrible.
I don't want Bucks to entertain Doc Rivers because he's obviously a loser. My thing is, this is a perfect situation for you in Philadelphia. Game 6. Jason Tatum is completely off. He had 1 point at half. And you need to tell me
You
he
hold
lit y'all up for 14 in 4 minutes.
you hold Tatum to 1.5 points and you don't beat them. That is a problem.
And Joel Embiid came on the mic was like, "Yeah, I ain't touched the ball for like last 4 minutes."
And that was a shot at the coach
It was
and James Harden
a little bit of that
and
too.
James Harden.
Yeah.
But let's be fair here. Hold up.
He been taking shots at James Harden all year. If y'all ain't noticed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But Harden's out of there. Harden's out of there, so you don't care.
Look, I'll fight him. You keep talking about me like that in the media.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. And I don't think we've done enough of this all year. Let's give Jimmy Butler his flowers. Because that
Nope.
man in the playoffs,
Nope.
there is no better player in the playoffs than Jimmy Butler. And he's proved it.
In
Nope.
the playoffs?
I'm not getting
In the
into it.
playoffs.
I'm still
And
hurt.
and
I'm
he's
still
proved
hurt.
it.
I don't care.
We
I'm
gotta
still
be
hurt.
out. We
I'm
got
still
it.
hurt.
We gotta
I'm
be
still here. I
objective.
don't care. I'm still hurt.
Jimmy
They in
Butler
the conference finals now.
in the conference finals, the 10th seed, bro.
I'm so mad.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you,
taking
Uncle.
people fresh off the boat. Oh, fresh off the boat.
I
Who
And
is
making them
Vincent?
look like stars.
Who is Vincent?
And making
who is
them
he?
look like stars.
I'm proud of you, Uncle Jimmy. I'm
Gotta
mad
give
at
him
you, Uncle
flowers.
Jimmy, but I'm proud of you at the same time, Uncle Jimmy.
Fine. I give it to him. It's one of the greatest runs I've seen in a long time. Because the bubble, we had excuses like, "Oh, we never know it's the bubble."
But you know what the crazy part is? Kyle Lowry ain't hit shots all year,
exactly.
and he
All of a
buckets.
sudden, he a bucket.
He a bucket. He ain't hit a shot
And
all
on top
year.
of that, they one of their best shooters is on the bench.
Duncan Robinson ain't took 10 shots all season,
Into the Bucks game, and he got
And-
reemerged.
and then he reemerged as a superstar again.
And here's the thing: Miami Heat, they have a chance to see Tyler Hero if they make it to the finals. There's a small possibility that he could return. Very small.
Is it?
Yeah, very small. I think they say he was out 6 to 8 weeks
Who?
with his broken hand. Tyler Hero.
6 weeks.
No, 6 weeks. If they make it to the finals, he can come back.
He potentially can come back.
Boy,
If
like
he's
a
clear.
game. I don't know if it's game one, but he
Yeah.
can come back. But that's something like, all right, now I'm a little over the Bucks loss, but still, I'm like, Jimmy,
I'm not over. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm
It's
over
still
it.
hard for me. I still haven't.
Let's
made
just
final
we
payment
gonna,
on my ticket.
I mean, we've been going this route, so let's keep going. Bucks. We talked about the coaching situation. Now, that coach, like I said last week, I'm still in my feelings about this situation just because I don't know if Bud, he deserved to get the L, but it's just, when I see a new coach, I see a rebuild or starting all over, and I know Giannis ain't here for that, and I can't blame him not to be here for that. I think we already shouted out Giannis for having another his girl being pregnant again. Obviously, he has time, so he's a freak in the sheets, down on the court. But
all that says to me is child support. They ain't married.
Well, first of all, really? Child support?
I'm just saying, man.
Second
Listen,
of all,
women, and no, I'm just talking. Shout out to Giannis, but you know when
Mother's Day weekend, go ahead.
I'm just joking, man. Shout out to Giannis and his lady. What I love about Giannis, man, he's a family man, dude, and he loves.
I don't think that family man
lady.
adds up to big city. That's why I don't think he's gonna leave.
His ladies from Cali, man, and the Lakers will need another superstar. No, let me tell you something.
What?
The Lakers will need another superstar.
They will.
And Giannis is in Hollywood now.
If he leaves to LA because of her,
It's Father's Day weekend.
I ain't never booed nobody that left Milwaukee. I'm talking tomato boo.
If Giannis ever left Milwaukee,
I'm talking tomato boo.
they would give him the LeBron treatment. They would burn his jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
They knock down statues. They boo him when he came because the Bucks haven't been good in years. I will turn 40 years old on May the 17th.
I'm old enough if the franchise forces your hand, do what you have to do. I'm old enough and mature enough to say that.
I've been a Bucks fan my whole life, and we've only literally been good. I started being a Bucks fan maybe 30 years ago.
I say 10 years total.
30 years ago. We've been good 8 years.
I say 10.
I'm going to say 8. 2001, we went to the conference finals.
I'm going to the beginning. I'm going Oscar Robertson.
Nope, doesn't count. We weren't here to enjoy that. Doesn't count. 2001, when we went to the finals and got played by those refs because they wanted Iverson and Kobe, and they lost 4-1. The year of Brandon Jennings' draft, when he scored 55 and we went to the second round of the playoffs, the year that Bogey got hurt, and then the past 5 years. That's not a lot. Lakers are used to winning titles every year. Boston are used to being good every year.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't have it. I'm telling you, man. You got on me 3 episodes ago about Dre is not gonna ride with the Bucks if they losing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I signed my tickets this year.
Exactly. It's hard
after this season. I ain't got it in me, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's
I'm
hard.
gonna watch from home, but I ain't got it in me to spend that kind of money for us to lose and rebuild.
Exactly. That's another thing. That's another thing. Like y'all want us to rebuild, and you want me to pay top dollar for a rebuild?
Stacks for a rebuild and a coach that we don't know. The Bucks better listen. And this is not just me. There's people out there with way more money and resources than me that are saying the same thing. This is the year the Bucks have to prove themselves. And if the Bucks don't make a run for the title next year or the finals, I'm not being a part of a rebuild. Not as a season ticket holder.
No way, Jose.
No.
I'm mad.
No. Dre win the next game. We can watch it on TV at Major Gooseby today. I can't. I don't have it in me. And me and Zeke talked about it briefly the other day via text. These no-name coaches, bro. These no-name coaches.
First quarter, relax.
What's the score?
15-7.
Oh man, Steph.
18.
It'll take Steph 30 seconds to tie that and be up by 30. Chill out.
I know. I'm just messing around.
Don't mess around like that because I'm cheering for Golden State.
It's over with for y'all.
And you're messing with the Lakers. But no.
Have you got your stuff yet?
The Laker hat?
Mm-hmm.
If the Lakers win tonight, I'll go to.
Have you bought it yet?
No.
Have you picked it out?
No. I will
it's
go.
It's not in your cart right now.
No. I'm gonna go
That's
to Lids in Mayfair.
Is it in your cart?
What?
The Golden State stuff.
No.
Right.
I'm
gonna go to Lids in Mayfair.
Done tonight, bro. We going to the conference. Daniels,
I hope y'all catch COVID. No, let me stop. That was rude. Y'all over here making side bets. No, I'm gonna go.
Nobody making no
Lids.
side bets.
I have a 20% off discount whenever I shop at Lids. So I'm just go to Lids and get a Laker hat. Man, I buy hats. I wear hats.
I'm saying, why you gotta turn it into that though?
Man, let it go. Chill out. Chill out, man.
That's
What's
fine.
next? What we got next?
All right, so we've been kind of bouncing around, but let's talk about
Good bouncing, though. Good bouncing.
good bouncing. This week, the NBA announced the all defensive first and second teams. The first team was Alex Caruso, Drew Holiday, Jarrett Jackson Jr.,
Evan Mobley.
I can pronounce first, and then Brooke Lopez. Second team, Derek White, OG. I'm not even gonna try the last name. Dylan Brooks, all that. Draymond Green, and Bam. Gentlemen, are you okay with these?
No.
Absolutely not.
I'm not. I have a few people I'm not. Well,
I'm not good with either team. First or
you're
second.
not. Hold on, you're not good with either.
I'm not good with first or second.
No.
Go ahead, start off.
I'm not.
First of all, I feel like they played the Bucks because the Bucks should have had 3 spots on the all first team.
I'll give you that.
Giannis should have definitely been on there. Caruso, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
To me, he was injured too much, and they had to put a guard there.
Evan Mobley over Giannis.
Over Giannis. Hold up.
You have a point.
Hold up. Evan Mobley over Joker. Evan Mobley over Embiid.
Whoa.
Dylan Brooks.
These are defensive. This is a defensive war.
Have you looked at their numbers? Embiid and Joker's defensive blocks, defensive rebounds? Are you kidding me?
Embiid may. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Embiid maybe. Joker no. No, right?
Hit the water. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And then the second team. The second team, Dylan Brooks, absolutely not.
Yeah, give it to him.
Not over Giannis.
Draymond was not a second team this year.
Draymond was not a second team. Bam was not a second team. Over listen, and
Marcus Smart not on here.
And I get it. The NBA is
Derek White over Marcus Smart is crazy to me.
The NBA is being diverse. They're picking new people. But the NBA got it wrong with this one, and they really got it wrong on the NBA.
Caruso didn't even play a lot of games this year.
You said what?
Caruso didn't even play enough games this year.
He was injured, and he's not the best defensive guard over Holiday.
On the
Klay Thompson is a great defensive guard.
Stop it.
What?
Stop it.
Shea Alexander's a great defensive guard.
No.
Come on, Z.
I'm saying now overall.
Tripping,
now overall, I'm talking about this year. This year.
I would have rather even seen Jimmy Butler.
I was gonna say Jimmy Butler.
Maybe Jimmy.
Devin Booker.
No
Brown.
Devin plays defense.
Not that good.
Brown.
No Jaylen Brown.
Defensively.
No.
What? Are you kidding me?
Come on, Z.
I'm not. But these aren't the guys you're naming aren't defensive guys. That's not their MO.
Jaylen Brown?
That's not his MO.
All
Devin
I'm
Booker,
saying,
that's not his MO.
Giannis was snubbed.
I'll go with the Giannis. I like the Giannis snub. I like
Jimmy Buckets.
Jimmy Buckets.
Jimmy was snubbed defensively.
Maybe.
Jimmy
is solid defensively.
Nobody on
his name is Jimmy Buckets.
Nobody on SAC made it?
No, that's why they lost to Golden State. You can't outshoot them.
I'll say this defensively. If I was picking guys defensively, Caruso would have been on there. Jimmy Butler would have. Marcus Smart would have.
Marcus Smart probably would have placed Alex Caruso to me.
And maybe even defensively, maybe even Donovan Mitchell.
What?
Donovan Mitchell's good for 3 to 4 steals a game.
First of all, now you're just pulling out your butt.
Absolutely not.
Now you're just pulling.
Donovan Mitchell is good for 3 to 4 steals a game.
He's not a defensive player.
Stats matter, bro.
To me, here's my thing. When you make the all defensive list or team, I can be like, hey, go lock him up. Now, will this guy score 40?
I got you.
What like Alex Caruso versus James Harden. James Harden's cooking him. Barbecue chicken on the grill, crispy if you want it. But besides that, like all these guys on here, now I will go, like I said, Giannis, you got played on that. I'm trying to think who else. Dylan Brooks I like just because, he's not the villain, but I think they kind of threw it to him. Draymond Green is on there just because Draymond Green, and
no, Draymond made second team.
He shouldn't have made second team this year.
He
He was not first or second team this year. Not
when they lose every away game.
That got nothing to do with his stats. Alex Caruso's on the Bulls. They didn't even make the playoffs, and he made the first team.
Then we might throw Patrick Beverly on there.
They should have put Anthony Davis on there if that was the case.
I'll let that no.
For defense?
Defense, no.
Offensively, okay. He off every other game. But defensively, he's an anchor, and he's showing exactly how he played defensively this playoffs. Look at it.
I mean, if you're gonna go that route though, you can go. What's the dude name? LA picked up? Vanderbilt. You can go him.
Yeah.
So I mean, like some of these guys, and then Marcus Smart not being on there is kind of crazy to me, because he's at that Draymond Green status where you get it every year. Besides also the all defensive first and second team, we have the NBA announced the all NBA team first, second, and third. Dre already had a huge opinion about this. Excuse me, but we're gonna go ahead and get into who made it and who didn't.
Go ahead. Who made it?
I'm sorry, just a second here.
First team.
Okay, let's go team by team. SGA. This first team is SGA, Luka, Joel Embiid, Jason Tatum, Giannis. We're gonna put it out to Giannis real quick. Giannis is the 5th year in a row he's all unanimous.
And he's the first player ever to do that.
First player to ever do that. So
that's why they didn't give him defensive. That's why.
Well, I mean,
that's the only reason why they didn't give it to him, because
yeah,
that's what I hate about the league. If the man has earned it, give it to him.
Yep.
I can't.
Well, I think people are tired of Giannis.
No, I think you can't give it to him if other people have been playing just as good.
Who is
like who
just as good as Giannis?
As far as like first NBA team
that didn't make first NBA.
I feel like Joker should be on first NBA team.
Well, you couldn't because Embiid got MVP. So
I know that's what I'm saying. If he's okay, the 3 MVP candidates should be on NBA first team.
So let me tell you like this, man. For Shea, I would swap him out. I thought Steph was gonna make first. I'm okay with Steph on second.
Steph on first.
He should have.
On first?
He should have. But I'm okay with him on second. But really, Shai Alexander, I think you replaced him with my man from SAC. I was shocked he didn't make first or second.
Fox?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fox made third.
I was cool with second. I was surprised
he
by
made
third. I should have went second.
Like, and LeBron made third.
He should have been second too.
LeBron
at least
third.
He should have been second at least.
LeBron should have been third.
So who's on second?
So second
Donovan
we have
Mitchell had a better season than LeBron.
Yeah.
Yes.
Steph Curry.
Really?
Yeah.
Number wise?
Yes.
Yes.
Steph Curry, Donovan Mitchell, Jimmy Butler. I feel like they put Jimmy in there just because it's playoff run. Joker and Jaylen Brown.
I'm good with that too. I'm good with that because none of those players, other than the Joker, were better than anyone on the first except for Shai. Steph should have been on over Shai, in my opinion.
Of course, it is your opinion.
Really?
Steph should have had
crazy
third.
games.
Steph third. And I'll replace him with Fox.
Fox should have been on first or second. I would totally agree with that.
All right, now it's getting ugly.
What time? What's the score?
27-10. You might want to
what quarter?
You might want to put your order in.
It ain't over yet. It ain't over to the.
Get your cart ready.
It ain't over.
Get your cart ready.
Wait, what did we bet again? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Number one.
But after you wear it, you got to give me the hat, and after I win, I'll give you mine. After I lose,
wear it.
If I lose, you can have it.
I don't want the. I'm not a Warriors fan. I'm a Steph Curry fan. I picked the Warriors to win.
So if you buy the hat, then you got to give it to me.
Perfect. You can have it.
After you wear it first.
I'm gonna wear it. The deal was we'll wear
and
it
then
on
you gotta
Sunday.
sign it so that we can have it signed and
take a picture.
Take a picture and all of that.
Fine. I'm with it. I'm with it, bro. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. But I don't. If the Golden State Warriors pulls this off by the grace of God,
by the grace of God,
I do not want your Warriors hat. after you wear. I don't buy other basketball players' hats other than the Bucks. Y'all have never seen me wear any.
It's not about the hat.
Yeah,
It's about the bet.
Man.
It's about you waking up, looking at the hat.
Nah, what? Damn. Y'all doing?
Because every time I look at the hat,
I'm not a fan of the.
Because every time I look at the hat, I'm be like, I told him. I told him.
Here's the thing. Let the record show. I picked Golden State to win, and I'm sticking with it. But I also said I will be fine with the Lakers going.
You
So
always do that.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
In the great words of my man Zeke right here, you're tiptoeing around what you say.
Tap dance. Screw you, Ed Zeke, man. Go keep us moving, man. The third team. Who's on the third
man?
team?
I'm not counting them out though. 17 is nothing for them. In a whole game left.
Yeah, but
I'm not even. No.
That's scary. They're in LA tonight, right?
Yeah,
and they do not play great on the road.
But I don't. But with Golden State, it don't take but 2 threes. Once he hit 2 threes, then he getting the layup.
And Draymond gonna celebrate the Lakers wins.
Then he getting the and one.
Respect for the king, you know what I'm saying? The best
Oh, dude, he loves LeBron. Like, when did that happen? I thought he hated him when he kicked him in the balls. But I think Kesey mentioned it. I'm sorry, the midsection. I'm sorry to the family folks. But I think, to Kesey's point, that playoff basketball just brings out a different Draymond. Because when I tell you he loves LeBron, it's almost unhealthy.
But my thing is, though, he's been playing good.
He's been stepping up.
He's been playing good.
Because he's auditioning for his next contract.
And they leaving him open. They like, go ahead, do what you got to do, Draymond.
Mm-hmm.
And he been hitting it. Third team is Damian Lillard, De'Aaron Fox, LeBron James, Julius Randle, Sabonis. I don't like Randle on this list. I think it should have been the other way around.
But that's only because he played bad in the playoffs. That's the only reason you're saying that. You watching him play in the playoffs.
No, season. I do not like Randle.
Season, he had a good season.
Playoffs. No, they're there because of Bronson.
Playoffs, he looking like playoff.
They're there because of Bronson.
He looking like playoff P.
Who?
Randle.
Oh yeah, he definitely is. But and my thing is his attitude. That's another thing that irritates me. Like if he had a good attitude about it, hey, I had a bad off night. We're just gonna go hard next game. Woo, 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 woo. I forgot what game that was. What game? This is game 6. It was game 4. They just wanted it more than we did, including you, Jack. You know what? I'm not.
Listen, I gave him a pass last year. I'm not giving him a pass this year. You played the same exact way you played last year. Obviously, you didn't go to the lab and really do your homework.
Exactly. And all that Kobe talk of hit, after a game, I hit like 20 shots, some 100, 200 shots, whatever. Man, shut up. But
you got to find a way to do better, bro.
Damian Lillard,
you have to.
Like Damian Lillard is cool. I think to me, Steph and Fox should have switched positions. And LeBron barely made the list, but he's on it.
So should Fox have made it over Shai?
No. I think Shai had a really good year.
What makes my only thing is like Steph made it right, but what makes Steph had a better season than LeBron? Because they both finished with the same record, right?
Multiple 50-point games. Steph played longer.
But they had the same record at the end of the year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it position though? Isn't it about position?
He didn't have to deal with Russell Westbrook.
Isn't it about position though, Kesey?
Season, did he? He didn't have to deal with them issues, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Kesey, isn't it about position though?
No, because it's 4 guards.
Who?
Donovan Mitchell, Steph,
Donovan Mitchell, small forward.
No, Donovan Mitchell's a shooting guard. Jimmy Butler's a small forward.
Small forward, thank you. Who's the point? The point is Steph.
Steph.
The shooting guard.
But Jaylen Brown is a small forward too. Or shooting guard.
He goes by both.
He goes by a small forward shooting guard. So that's 3 shooting guards.
You talking about third? Or you talking about second?
Second.
Yeah, I think Jaylen Brown there so they can get him paid so he can stay in Boston. That's another conspiracy theory of mine.
He out of there though.
No, he not.
They can't afford it, bro. But yeah, we already talked about that.
They'll catch some L's at the other end before they let either one of them go. I guarantee that. Now, Grant Williams won 40.
40 what?
Million.
$40 for how many years? 10?
Multiple.
Is he worth 40?
Man, he barely worth 20. Maybe 10.
He had a great run last year.
He had a great run last year.
Because then nobody know who he was.
He lit the Bucks up for one game.
Because then nobody know who he was.
Yeah, everybody know who he is.
And now everybody know what you can do. And they stopped him. Because I ain't heard Grant nothing this whole playoffs.
Real quick. How much do y'all miss PJ?
PJ Tucker?
PJ Tucker.
I don't miss him.
I miss him a lot.
I don't miss him.
I miss him.
He's not what the Bucks needed, man. The Bucks needed someone to help them that can score.
No,
I think so.
I think the Bucks needed somebody like PJ that don't care who you is. Number one, go get in your face. Number two, he gonna be like, I got him.
That's what Crowder was there for, but he didn't play him.
And
I think Bud would have. But I think Bud would have did Tucker the same way because Bud took them out because he was saying they wasn't offensively contributing.
The fact that
and that's the same thing that Tucker does. He doesn't contribute offensively, so Bud would have sat him the same way. Whoa.
The Bud. Hey,
yeah,
we talked about this pre-record.
I'm ordering y'all on something.
No, I'm good. We talked about like PJ's getting averaging like 30-something minutes, and he's out there for a reason. Even if he can't shoot, I got him. He's got 30 on you. All right, that's cool. Whatever. I'm gonna make him work for that 30. Because low key, he the reason. What's it called? Stepped on that line.
You just threw money on the table, you liar.
Oh, I forgot. I'm so used to.
No,
I forgot. I'm so used to not having it.
you're such a hustler.
No,
I'm
I
a
really
hustler,
forgot.
baby.
I really forgot, to be honest.
Real funny. This is the funny part. Let's say you did forget. When you remember, you wouldn't have hit his hand.
I would have
Oh,
cash tapped him.
and that's what your friends think of you, bro. That's what he thinks of you.
Hey.
Would you like to add something?
I told you he wasn't my real friend anyway.
I know, right?
All right.
You know,
Anyways, we're gonna get up
my
out of
brother.
here.
Yeah. But anything else with the Bucks we need to do? Bucks predictions in terms of like the coach, who we think the Bucks are going to go with.
I don't think we need to do anything. Oh, it's up to y'all. I'll ask y'all a question. I still feel away. Depends on who they hire. Let me know what direction they're going into.
I'm just.
I don't know if we can go right back to where we were as far as like being the best record in the league, being top 5 team. I'm very intrigued to see what's going to happen with the Bucks, just because it's too many rumors out here, too many teams. Like we'll take Middleton,
Man,
and we're not getting. They're not saying what they're willing to give up. Let's say he does go to Dallas. What the we gonna get from Dallas? What the we gonna give? I don't want the headache. I don't want Kyrie.
Only thing that we could take from them is Luka, and they ain't giving up Luka.
yeah, the Bucks.
Let's
will
real
not
quick.
Take Kyrie.
What would you do with a
Real quick? Let's say he goes to Houston.
The Bucks.
What we gonna get from Houston?
Giannis wants Dame. When it's all said and done, he wants Dame.
He not gonna get him.
Yes, he is.
I don't think he gonna get him.
Watch.
You just said that if the franchise isn't loyal to the star, what happens? I guarantee by the end of next season, Dame Lillard is in the Milwaukee Bucks jersey.
Doesn't
Or
want to
wait,
go.
Dame, I guarantee in my best Charles Barkley voice, Dame is going to be in a Bucks jersey or Giannis in the Portland.
Let's say he's in the Bucks jersey. Let's say he's in the
Or
Bucks
Giannis
jersey.
in the Portland jersey.
Let's say he's in the Bucks jersey.
Hold up, because here's the thing. Here's the thing you have to remember.
What?
People didn't expect KD to leave either situation. Hold up. People
Dame has every right to leave. I'm not saying
I'm
that.
talking Giannis.
Okay.
People
Yeah,
just
he has right to
so
leave.
certain that he's committed to Milwaukee. That man just lost. That man is 1-5 in the last year, and he should be 3-2, arguably 4-1.
Kobe wouldn't want you to leave, Giannis. So we'll put that out there for you.
Kobe almost left to go to Detroit. Stop it.
And he didn't. But he didn't.
Because they Dr. Jerry West handed him Paul Gasol.
All I know is this. If Giannis, like I said, I'm mature enough and old enough to be like, hey, Giannis, you want to leave? That's cool. My thing is this. If you tell me
Come to Milwaukee, Dame.
if Dame is coming to Milwaukee, who are we sending?
Drew Holiday, unfortunately, because he's a point guard. Unfortunately. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm predicting Dame here, but I don't want Dame here.
Why?
Dame is injury prone.
And your whole defense.
He's injury prone.
But I'm gonna tell you like this.
Dame's a bucket every 15 games.
Listen to this.
Oh, he's
Though.
a bucket.
I'm gonna tell you.
When he plays,
But
He's a
listen
top
to this
five.
though.
when he plays,
But listen to this though. Before you say that, before you write him off, take the load off that he got over there in Portland.
That's my part.
Take that load off that he got over there in Portland by himself,
That part.
and you're gonna see a whole different Dame. Because he ain't gonna have to do as much.
that's fair.
But he's gonna be if we take away, let's say we take away Drew. which is our best defensive player. You
Well,
think
I
we're
think-
not gonna be in trouble?
Let me say this. I think Drew actually just purposely crutched himself because Drew publicly said after his contract ends in 2 years,
He
he's what?
retiring.
Ain't nobody gonna want that. Ain't nobody gonna want a rental. So I think Drew just pretty much solidified his seat here. So
It got to be Chris.
it gotta be Chris.
Because Chris got the money.
Chris
The
got
money's match.
And you know what's funny? The
But-
thing about it is, if let's say we do get Dame, which again I'm not the biggest fan of it. Let's say he do. Let's say he do with Middleton and Dame. Dame 6'4". Him and Drew.
They play the
That's a
same.
very small backcourt.
And they play the
But it's
same.
a very dangerous one.
Let me ask you this:
Yes.
can Dame become a shooting guard
Yeah.
Yeah.
and not have the ball in his hand?
Yeah.
He doesn't have the ball in his hand.
Yeah.
But
But think of an offense where you got 3 people that can push the ball. And are
okay.
3.
So this is a different NBA. See, the NBA that I remember is you want a true point, a true shooting, a true small.
Steph Curry
Now
is
it's not like
Steph
that.
Curry is
anymore.
your favorite player.
Steph Curry is my second favorite player.
I'm sorry. He's your current NBA favorite player.
What's the score now?
31-25.
Oh man, 6 points. Man.
I know. I'm saying like they
how quick that
closed the
changed
gap.
around.
They closed the gap. So my thing
Y'all
is,
are y'all just trying to take me. I'm not gonna take the bait.
No, I'm
not.
saying how quick they changed the score back to where it's close.
all I know,
game
like I
again.
said before, Lakers. No, first of all, Game 7 rigged. If the Lakers go to the finals, rigged. Where's the script?
Who are you, Aisha Curry?
Where's the script? Lakers going to the finals? Where's the script?
Man, listen, you might have two. This might be the year that 2 playing teams go to the finals again. Again.
I'm gonna have to because we report. We have a podcast to record, but I'm not looking at it with a smile on my face. You son of a.
Yeah. I feel it.
But anyways, it's been another week of what's been another week of? My God. Foolery. That's a little
Opinions.
opinions and stuff like that. You can catch us on all social media platforms. Real quick, I'm sorry. Shout out to Drew Holiday for winning Teammate of the Year, like third
Oh,
year.
did he?
Shout out. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, third year in a row.
He's a good dude, man.
He's a good dude, man. People like him.
He was at church a couple Sundays ago, and I work in our church leadership, and we have really strict rules about Bucks players.
Mhm.
And he didn't call us this time, right?
He just
showed up, and we're like, Drew, what you doing? He's like, no, we good. So at the end of service, he went and waited in line like normal, like we didn't have to take him through the back to get his kids. And he literally stopped and took pictures with everybody that stopped.
I know you're a good dude.
And normally, that's off limits in church because they want to come to worship. And we're like, okay, Drew, I'm gonna take you this way. He was like, no, we good. They can take pictures, man. It's all right. And that was really dope to me because there are some other players that are real celebrity. Like, don't come near me, backdoor pimping. And I get it. You
Yeah.
have to be,
You
right?
have to be,
Like Giannis can't even go to the mall without shutting the mall down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Or
why
Target
he
or
shops.
something
Or
like
Target.
that.
That's why he shops at
Midnight
because there was nobody there. But to see Drew really just love on the city, man, that was real dope.
But knowing Giannis don't like that, imagine being in a big market.
He like it,
He
but
don't.
he just don't. He don't. It gets to
be.
It gets to be crazy.
I don't think he likes it.
He doesn't like that. He
If
like
you listen to what he says, Giannis likes to be mellow and with his family and his kids.
Yeah, that's true.
and this is the perfect place for that.
it is.
For him,
It is.
He can live in California on a ranch
He ain't
with no
LeBron.
entry. He got $200 million.
I'm saying he not LeBron though.
but the deal with LA and LA traffic, have you heard about it?
I've been there. It takes an hour to get from the airport.
Giannis would hate that.
He was.
Because I
But-
know we didn't been there with the team and be like, dude,
Yeah.
I can't live here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said before, you can catch us on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. No, because we're adults. And then you can also catch us on all streaming platforms. I'm sorry. You can also catch us on all streaming platforms, Google, Spotify, Apple, Google, all that good stuff. iTunes, all that good stuff.
Apple,
I-
Google, Google, Apple, Google.
Been another good one, y'all.
Yo, it's been another good one.
Another good one. Agree with us?
Probably
Probably
not.
This 94 Feet Podcast. Peace.
94 Feet
Peace,
Nation,
good
baby.
people.